You should feel confident. Absolutely. Welcome to another edition of BeerAmerica.tv. It's the holiday season. Woohoo! Love the holidays. Absolutely love the holidays. You?
It's just another occasion to
when you got kids,
eat
and drink and be merry.
Yeah.
There you go. And when you have kids, it's like the great time of year just to hang out and actually get a little. I don't know if you get time off, but it's probably the only time off I get. So.
Be with kith and kin.
Yeah, kith and kin. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, since we're here in Texas, since we're here in Texas, we're in Fort Worth, Texas at Studios 121, where I work. We're usually shooting these where you work, and for the last 2 Christmases, actually, believe it or not, 2008 and 2009, we've been doing this. We've been at Moon River.
Wow, has it been that long?
It has been that long.
This is the distillery.
This is the third.
That 1 year.
Did we do the distillery? That was probably our best picks of one of those years.
Yeah.
But needless to say, we've been doing this since 2008, so we're not just starting this thing. We've been doing it a long time, and we're going to do best picks again this year, but for right now, we're going to talk about a Christmas beer. And since we're in Texas, we said, you know what, we've got to get a Texas beer. And I think a real prominent brewery in Texas is Saint Arnold.
Without question.
Yeah, and Saint Arnold has a Christmas ale. So we thought let's do a Saint Arnold and let's talk about some Texas beers. Now, my feeling is, having just moved here, is that Texas doesn't have a lot of breweries, but they're getting more. They're getting a lot more, and the scene is getting much better here in Texas.
But not just Texas. Fort Worth, I mean, are we seeing some progress here, or just?
Well, we have Rars, which is a local brewery, and we have Franconia that's in Dallas, but you would think Dallas-Fort Worth there'd be like 10 microbrews. And there really isn't. There's 2.
Interesting.
You know, 1 in each city. But it'll happen. It'll change. It'll all change. And so this one, St. Arnold, you said, is a pretty well-known.
Yeah, and not only St. Arnold's pretty well-known, but Brock Wagner, the owner of the company, is
nice clarity in there.
Been an integral part of the industry for a little while. He's been actively involved with the BA, for instance.
Really like this one.
I'm getting a lot of malt right out of the gate.
Yeah, that's why I really like this one. This one is. I like the balance on this one. This is really nice.
Well, I don't know what. I haven't seen any identification of what the style is supposed to be, but I'm like, if I just had to guess, I would say this is some sort of brown ale kind of. I'm getting that real malt kind of nutty, toasty signature.
Yeah, it says a rich, hearty ale, perfect for the holiday season, with a malty sweetness and spicy hop character. I don't know if I'm getting the spiciness. You?
No, not so much. I mean, to me, it's just kind of, I would say balanced, but on the sweet side of balanced.
Love it. Really like this one.
You know, oftentimes when we talk about that bitterness, sweetness balance, we're talking about malt playing the supporting role to hop bitterness. But I think in a beer like this, or oftentimes like if you're tasting a porter that has some sweetness, or you know, some of these beers that are more malty sweet, it's the bitterness that's kind of playing that supporting role to the malt, so it doesn't kind of go too far into the sweet end of things and become sort of cloying and syrupy. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So this is, I think, a great example of a nice malty. I don't know what the ABV is, but you know, might dare to say winter warmerish kind of.
5.6. It says, you know, this is interesting. It says 5.6 by weight, 7.0 by volume.
Right. I was told there'd be no math.
All right. Sorry. Well, anyway, it's somewhere in between 5.6 and 7.0. So we'll just say 6.5.
Yeah. Well, by and large, I think most people are accustomed to talking in terms of alcohol by volume.
Yeah, exactly.
So 7.0 by volume is you know, on the stronger side. Mm-hmm. Which is interesting because it
doesn't taste like, it tastes like a much lower.
This is going down pretty smooth.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think it's worth mentioning, since you brought it up, that there's a big difference between alcohol by volume and alcohol by weight. Mm-hmm. Alcohol by weight is always going to be substantially lower, and you know, fortunately, unfortunately, we live in a country where each state makes up its own rules about alcohol, among other things. Mm-hmm. I would say, unfortunately, there are not certain standards that should probably be there. Like, we should probably all agree that, you know, alcohol by volume, for instance, is the way we're going to record our alcohol, so that people kind of have a relative sense. Mm-hmm. One of the things that I've been really interested in for a while is coming up with some sort of universal standard for talking about flavors and color and just so we can all talk about beer with the same vernacular, even if it's not just for labeling purposes, like just sort of a condensed, succinct, even if it's like iconic. We've had a couple beers that were brought to us by my friend Ken Orth in Savannah, and he brought to me. I think it was just like a coaster or something that had an interesting set of icons that I think was from the UK, and it's kind of a standard that some breweries have adopted. So I don't know, being on the same page, especially when it comes to alcohol, is pretty important because you got to know what's coming at you when you're drinking these, especially these holiday beers when they could be strong, they could be light. You just don't know.
Yeah, this one I really like this one, and it's out of Houston, Texas. Saint Arnold is, and I said the Texas beer scene is growing, and hopefully continues to grow.
Yeah,
it's a big state. There's a lot of room for breweries, so you're talking about that.
Maybe we'll have to do some road trips.
Yeah, maybe so. All right. Well, here we go. Saint Arnold's.
I can't think of a better reason to go to Houston.
Christmas ale. No, you knocking the people of Houston?
No, but it's a beer. It's a brewery. It's great.
Okay, great. No, it actually is very good, and I think you can get this in a lot of places. So, here you go, Saint Arnold's Christmas ale. Merry Christmas to everybody. Oh, you got a little bit sick there. Cheers.
I got just a little bit.
Cheers.
Left.
Hope everybody has a great holiday, safe holiday season. Drink responsibly. Enjoy yourselves, and
and wear antlers.
Yeah, and wear antlers.
Cheers.
Cheers.